Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio Network, a wholly owned subsidiary of Global Media Network, LLC. Educate, enlighten, entertain. Today, as your host, Lillian Caldwell, PWTRN would ask a question that is going to sound more like a statement. Are you passionate about sharing your expertise with a global audience through education, enlightenment, and entertainment? If so, we would love to hear from you. Simply fill out the form on passionateworldtalkradio.com/be a host. Now, you probably have some questions for us. Why choose a host with Passionate World Talk Radio? Number one, global reach. Your podcast shows will reach listeners worldwide, spanning 176 countries. Again, visit the website, passionateworldtalkradio.com/demographics, and all 176 will appear. Read them, count them. Use your calculator on your phone so you don't get lost. Number two, social media distribution. PWTRN will distribute your podcast shows across various social media platforms. The four chief among them: youtube.com/Passionate World Radio, underline PW Talk Radio. And also youtube.com/Passionate World Radio. That is our audio. We have one for video. We have one for audio. You can also find us on the website, on the marketing blog, passionateworldtalkradio.com/blog. Also on linkedin.com/Lillian Caldwell. Also on facebook.com/Passionate World Radio. And last but certainly not least, instagram.com/PWTR. 3, integrated blogging. You receive a blog featuring the audio of your podcast ready to be shared on your social media channels. 4, a QR code provision. We create a QR code for each one of the podcasts on this blog. So people will be enabled to find where your audio or video is and promptly accesses. 5, YouTube posting. Your podcast episode will be posted on YouTube for additional visibility. Radio King broadcasting. Your show will be heard on Radio King, expanding your reach to a wider audience. Patreon promotion. We'll post your podcast on Patreon, allowing you to connect with supporters and grow your community. SoundCloud hosting. Your podcast episodes will be posted on SoundCloud, reaching audiences who prefer that platform. Spreaker Integration. Your podcast episode will be posted on Spreaker, which distributes to 12 podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. Anchor, which is now Spotify integration. Your podcast will be posted on Anchor, now part of Spotify, further extending your reach. And social media promotion will promote your podcast shows across various social media channels. With our extensive distribution and promotion, that to engage your audience is ultimately dependent on the reception of your content by listeners. So what do you get mostly from PWTR? Content. What also do you get? A ready-made audience, over 176 countries with several million listening. Do people make podcasts, comments? You bet. Do you want to leave a comment? Go over to passionateworldtalkradio.com/comment, and it'll take you to a form. Does it sound interesting? Does it sound something you would like to try out? Well, please be our guest. Go over to the website, passionateworldtalkradio.com / be a host. Again, if you're shy and don't want to use the website, you can text us 484-364-1032. And I, Lillian Caldwell, or my station manager, Jeannie White, will answer any and all questions about becoming a host on Passionate World Talk Radio. We know you're out there, and we're willing to have you come and become a part of our home. Thanks very much, and have a great weekend.